If you were to learn of a program that could help your family, your friends, anybody you know, you would do the best you could to share it with them, wouldn't you? I have been taking these superfoods for over a year now, and I've been having really good results with the program. In this next video, you will hear from my friend and mentor, Melissa Hansen, as she describes the products, and you will hear also of testimonials of friends who have been having really good results with these superfoods. As you can see, this is my first video, so if there is something else that you would be wanting to know more about, please feel free to reach out to me and I can get you going on your health journey.
Hey friends, thanks so much for jumping on. My name is Melissa. I'm a health and wellness coach in San Clemente, California, and I'm going to be sharing with you this nutrition reset. I'm going to share exactly how it works, and then some friends are going to share how this has been working for them. So this program, I always like to start off by reminding everyone, it's not a diet. Diets don't work. The results you get from diets are temporary. Anytime you deprive yourself, yeah, you might get some temporary results. But what we're looking for here is a lifestyle change. We're looking for long-term success, right? No yo-yos. This is a really easy way to help feel your best. The program includes 2 meal replacements per day. You choose which meals you're going to replace. A lot of friends choose to replace their breakfast and lunch and then have dinner with their family. And then, of course, you can snack as often as you need. The meal replacements consist of gut support, protein, and power shake. And I'll show you what those look like. Your gut support is a prebiotic, probiotic, and it's also the only clinical solution for removing glyphosate. Now, many of you here are educated on this, but for those of you who are new, glyphosate is the active ingredient in the herbicide Roundup. It's unfortunately linked to cancer, infertility, autoimmune, autism, dementia, gluten intolerances, and the list continues. This is a clinically proven product that removes the glyphosate and helps repair the damage that was done to our gut, our delicate gut microbiome. It's amazing. Your protein. Not all protein is created equal. Most protein only has a 14 to 23% absorption rate, and then the rest just strains your kidneys. And that's no fun for your kidneys. This one was designed by a doctor whose patients were in the state of a coma. And he made this so that it puts no strain on the kidneys whatsoever. So we even have friends on dialysis that love this protein. It's absorbed in your body in 23 minutes or less, putting us in an anabolic state. That means it's going to cause us to burn fat and build muscle, even if we're not working out. So these are incredible. And then, of course, your power shake. Add water, shake it up, and go. Super convenient, super delicious. If you want to get creative with it, whoever invited you here, they'll tell you their favorite recipe. I'll tell you my dad's favorite recipe is half of a frozen banana, a scoop of peanut butter, frozen cherries, cacao, and a little splash of honey. It tastes like ice cream. The way he makes it tastes like dessert. It's so good. But you can get creative. It never gets boring. Some people say, I get tired of the same thing every day. Well, don't make it the same every day. Switch it up. There's so much variety. And if you need some ideas, look in our Facebook support group. There's loads of recipes in there. And whoever invited you here, they'll add you to that private support group where you'll find recipes, testimonials, before and after pictures. Okay, you're also going to have your tart cherry. This concentrated tart cherry juice is the highest source of naturally occurring melatonin. It's going to help clean out your liver, and it's going to help your body's response to inflammation. And it's also going to help you have that really deep restorative sleep. In fact, I'm drinking mine now. I drink mine all the time. I love it so much. And then the program comes with a parasite cleanse. Very, very gentle. Many say they don't even realize they're on a parasite cleanse. We have some that are truck drivers for work. They can't afford to rush to the restroom when they're on the road, but you don't have to because this is very gentle. The only ones who are going to skip this portion are those who are breastfeeding and pregnant, because it's a little bit too intense for the baby. Otherwise, you're golden. This is all food. Everything here is organic food, no isolates, fillers, excipients, preservatives, nothing added, whatsoever, just pure food. So can you have this if you're on medications? Well, get back with your doctor, but most doctors give it a thumbs up because it's food. And unfortunately, many of us are eating frankenfood because it's really hard to find quality organic food, especially in such a convenient way. So you're going to love this program. Now, how long should you be on it and how much does it break down to? All right, we always recommend for best results, try to give your body a 90-day window on this program. When you give yourself 90 days, pretty incredible things happen. And we didn't get to where we're at overnight, so things don't change overnight. But when you trust the process and let your body respond the way we were designed to, then you'll start to see the brain fog lift, the energy lift, the sleep get better, the digestion get better, acid reflux disappear, the bloating goes away, all the things. So we're excited for you to experience this firsthand. Now, how much does it break down to? The program is only $12 a day, covering everything I just went over. You 2 meal replacements, the cherry juice, the parasite cleanse, all of it's $12 a day. So it's $359 total, free shipping, and it will get to you in 10 to 15 days. Remember I said we recommend a 90-day window? Well, whoever invited you, they can help you put your order in. They will most likely put your order in for you, and then they will make sure you're having a great experience, and they will call you before your second order ships out, just to make sure you're staying consistent with it and really enjoying the process. We're excited for you to get started, and I can't wait to hear from you how this has been working for you. Who would like to share that's maybe already gotten started? Let's hear from Jessy, and then Chad and Kelley, and Benjamin, please.
Hi, I'm Jessy. Very nervous, but I'm 44. I have 3 kids, 13-year-old and twin boy 9-year-olds. So every day soccer, so I'm always out and about. So having all of this and having it just ready to go and not have to worry about 2 meals it's huge for me, especially when you're running around. I'm on 60 days. I started it in July. I was exhausted. I had to take naps every single day. One day I took 2 hours and that threw me off. But my iron was low, is a little below the low level. I took my I had blood tests and everything in October and then February with the iron supplements, and it stayed exactly the same and never changed or anything. So then I stopped taking the supplements and then I started the program, and it's already up 3 points. So now I'm in the normal level, and it's not, I don't even need to take the supplements that probably don't even work. I have no idea. I don't even know what's in it. So that's one of my positives. And then probably for over 20 years, sorry guys, but my menstrual cycle for the first day was really, really bad. I was in the fetal position in so much pain. And it was like the first day I was out of commission, couldn't do anything. I had a heating pad, everything. So this first 30 days, I was like kind of nervous of what's going to happen. I didn't have any pain. I went to work. I was on my feet, running around, doing stuff. And I was like, okay, it's coming. It's going to come. It's going to come. It never came. So I was like, okay, maybe that was a fluke. I'm like, no, it was not. Okay, we're okay. We'll keep going. So then the other day, I actually couldn't wear my wedding ring for about a year because my fingers were inflamed and I overweight and everything. And I'm now I can wear my wedding ring, and it's actually almost falling off in the shower. So I was like, oh my gosh. And then also I couldn't really tell I was losing weight because when I don't know, you're with your body, I don't know, all the time. But my husband and I have friends and family that keep complimenting me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I know it's released, as my friend Dominique tells me, not lose, but it's released because I don't want it anymore. But right now, 60 days, I released 20 pounds, and I haven't been even being able to do any exercise because I have bone spurs and plantar fasciitis in both feet. In 2 weeks, I have my surgery because I can barely walk. So it's been helpful having the shakes, and I'll be able to tell my husband how to make my meals as I'm out. But that's been over 15 years of pain that I need to take care of. So I'm hoping that after all of this, and then I'll be able to do exercise, and then I'll be able to release more and stuff like that. Dominique has been a blessing. She's been texting, calling me, checking on me, just left and right, just praising me. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so not used to all the compliments. And then she just posted the pumpkin spice or the pumpkin protein that's coming out. I actually ordered it for my sister-in-law because she loves the drink that everyone gets is pumpkin spice lattes. But I know how much crap is in it. So I ordered it for her. And so I'm excited because she's pregnant. So I'm like, you got to give the babies good stuff. So I'm excited for her to try it out.
Yay.
Other than that,
She's gonna
that's
love
it.
it. Jessy, you're a good family member. Beautiful. Thank you for all your shares, all your wins. So many between your ring, we hope the surgery goes well with the plantar fasciitis. I know that's unbelievably painful. Words do matter. So I'm glad that you're not saying lost weight, because when we lose things, we tend to find them. We're releasing it. We're letting it go.
Yeah.
And it can stay away, right? So keep up the good work.
Exactly.
I always recommend take your pictures and measurements before you start. Like Jessy said, she lives in her body. She sees it every day. So sometimes it takes an outsider that notices, whoa, you look good, because they haven't seen you in a while. But for that reason, take your pictures and measurements before you start. You don't have to share them with anyone, but it's really nice to track your own journey. All right, Chad and Kelley, please.
Well, I've been doing the full program for about 10 months, taking 2 shakes a day for breakfast and lunch. And before I started the program, I was diagnosed pre-diabetic. I switched to a plant-based diet. It helped a little bit, but not all the way. But when I started doing this program, it really got my blood sugar under control. I'm a machinist by trade, so I'm on my feet standing for 10 hours a day. I leave at 5:15 in the morning. I get home at 5:15 in the evening. And because of the drive time and the working, I was always exhausted. There was many times, I would have to pull over on the way home from work and take a nap before I got home. So now though, like even tonight, I came home from work, did a bunch of work around the house until this meeting started. So that was fun, I guess. But but yeah, so now I have a lot more energy. And last time that I had my blood work done, all my numbers were great. They're right where they're supposed to be, even though I'm 45 years old. I take no medication whatsoever. I had a rash on my legs for about a decade, and no doctors could figure it out. But now that I'm eating this way, taking this program, I'll say about 80% is gone, and it's continuing to go away even further. I also had a venous ulcer on my foot, and what that would do is it would open up. I'd have an open sore, and so it wouldn't heal since I was on my feet as well all day long. But using this program, that's now finally healed after 10, 12 years. It's been ridiculous. And also, I wear compression socks. I was wearing those full time. Now I don't have to wear those full time either. Within the last 10 months, I'm down 28 pounds without even working out. Hey. But and also, I wear suits a couple of times throughout the week. And before or during the pandemic, when it got over, I couldn't even fit in my suits anymore. But now I've lost, with the weight, I've gone down 2 pant sizes in jeans. And so I had to have those exact same suits actually altered and taken in. So that's been pretty encouraging. So, the program is really great. The taste is awesome. I really like the taste. It saves me a lot of money because I don't go and get lunch at work. I have the shakes, so that's good. And as of right now, I don't plan on quitting the 2 shakes a day for the future.
Thank you so much for sharing, Chad. We're so happy for you. And I think a lot of friends here resonate that after the pandemic, their dresses and suits were a little bit snug. So we feel your pain. I think a lot of friends here have had similar issues, and they've been resolved with the help of this. We're so happy. And thank goodness you got your foot under control. That must have been miserable. A sore that would never heal. Yikes. And now you've gotten relief. And I love that you talked about that rash. because a lot of friends will say they've had these rashes that have never gone away. What's going on the outside of your skin is a reflection of what's going on the inside. So once you start getting things cleaned up, then eczema, psoriasis, rashes, different skin conditions can start to get resolved. So thank you so much for all your shares. And we definitely want to hear from your beautiful wife, Kelley.
Thank you. So I'll keep it real brief, but today is 300 days for me. So that's why I really wanted to share. I started this program 306 days ago, and I have been feeling better for 300 days. And so I just wanted to share my wins real quick. So before the 306 days ago, I used to have pain. I used to have a lot of pain. I had pain in my head, throbbing in my head. My one side of my face, my eyes would water, and the bone would like jut out of the side of my face. I'd get nauseous, sensitive to light. I couldn't function. No painkillers would help. So I would be bedridden for like 4 or 5 days, and then it would lighten up a little bit and it would switch to the other side and it would just start over. So I had 1 or 2 days a week where I would have a tension headache, and that would be my good days. The other days I just have all this pain, and it was every week for the last like 5 years, but I'd been dealing with that issue like once a month for the last 30 years. So it was just, I tried everything. I thought I'd tried everything and nothing ever helped. So it was just a daily struggle. I'd wake up every morning and be stuffy and blow my nose for a couple of hours. I slept terrible because I would toss and turn all night long with ice packs and hot pads, and the pain would just keep me awake. So I never slept good. My brain fog was horrible. I was constantly forgetting what I was doing. I'd walk into a room and forget why I was there. Turn around and lose something I just had in my hand. It was so frustrating. I like what the other girl said about her menstrual cycles. Mine were also terrible, and I was exhausted. I drank 5 cups of coffee a day every day because I was so tired all the time. So I couldn't keep up with things. I don't talk about this all the time, but I was discouraged and I was depressed, and I didn't realize how much so until I started this program, and that lifted and I started feeling better. I changed my diet and I started this program, and within 6 days, my pain was significantly better. And now my back, neck, and hip pain are just gone. I dealt with severe arthritis as well. My inflammation is just gone compared to how it was before. It's amazing. And I have energy now. I don't need coffee anymore. I can wake up and think straight in the morning without coffee. I wake up in the morning and I can breathe through my nose. And that might sound like a little thing, but to sleep good and be able to breathe is huge. So I feel like I have my life back, and my brain fog is gone. My skin is better. It's way better. I have had friends tell me they thought I was using a filter on Instagram, but my skin is just all clear now. So, and I've dropped 4 or 5 pant sizes. So it's just been amazing. So we're not stopping.
We are so thrilled for you, Kelley. Thank you. Can anyone here resonate with that extreme debilitating exhaustion? The back, hip, and neck pain that you just take as normal because it's simply never going away. That's how many have struggled for so long. I was talking to a fella today who's just ordered his program. He doesn't sleep more than 3 to 4 hours. Do you know how depressing that is? The brain fog, he can't form sentences. He walks into a room, he doesn't know why he's there. That's tough. So I'm so happy that you, Chad, and Kelley have been doing this together, supporting each other and experiencing such incredible scale and non-scale victories. Both, really. You've truly won your lives back. You have a pretty incredible testimonial there. Thank you for sharing. We really appreciate it. And I also appreciate that you shared the depression portion. How could you not be depressed when you're in that much pain? I mean, you're a human being. So many people look healthy on the outside like Kelley, but they don't understand how much pain that person is on the inside. And if we're experiencing results and if we're experiencing relief, it's only right to share it with those who are struggling. It's a kindness to share it with those that you know are going through something. So happy for both of you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. All right, Mr. Benjamin Lentz, please.
I too will attempt to keep this brief, and I'll give you the heads up now. I can be incredibly emotional, so if that comes out, Gabrielle's going to take over for me. So we already have that in play. I spent 27 years working for FedEx as a driver, and I had one speed. It was speed on the floor and go. I would get up at 4:30 in the morning, or 12 or 13 hours a day for decades. And about 5 years ago, I started to know something was wrong. Wasn't really sure what, but I just wasn't right. And through finally through some testing, we figured out that I had lymphocytic leukemia, which that in and of itself can be somewhat benign. CLL, people can have that for years and not even know it. But mine was the B cell type, which is the 1%, which is incredibly aggressive. So we knew something was going to have to happen. We just weren't sure what. The doctors at Mayo wanted me just to kind of monitor it. So we did that for several years and did pretty good with it. And then last summer, it just kind of went nuts to the point to where we had to go through chemo. And anyway, it was really a challenge. But we're doing good now. But I spent most of my days either in bed. I apologize because I really thought I had this. Or in a chair, just spending a lot of time sitting. It was really, really difficult. We just kind of kept churning along, doing our thing, and gradually feeling a little bit better. But it was just a slow process. And this came along into our lives through our friend Racy, and I am a natural born skeptic. Not that that's a negative, but I'm not easily swayed. It has to be proven to me. So this came across. My wife's excited. She's talking to Racy, and she's just wearing me out with this. And I'm like, okay, fine. Let's just try it. I'll try it once a day. And after a couple of weeks, I was like, okay, maybe this is better. I was sleeping 9 hours a day with the cherry juice. So we went to the full program, and I'd say towards the end of June. The side point, I have released 15 pounds, which is kind of a moot point. That's not even part of the problem for me. Well, it is, but that was way down on the list of priorities. But in June, we went to the Mayo doctors again, and there were some issues with the medication. It just takes a toll on your body. It's very toxic. It was really taking a toll on the liver to the point they wanted me to see a hepatologist. They thought it might be liver cancer. Just crazy stuff. And he told me, and I'm using his words, that it couldn't be reversed. That's what this world renowned doctor at Mayo Clinic told me. So obviously I'm pretty freaked out by that. And they also tell me you're not a candidate for a liver transplant. So all in the same conversation. So it was a pretty scary thing. And they based that on one of the liver enzyme numbers. Should be under 55 is normal. Mine had gotten as high as 100. They weren't sure what it was. It could be, like they said, cancer or fibrous tissue, or perhaps even the other word. I can't remember it anyway. It doesn't matter. I guess it's getting better, so it doesn't matter. But they told me I was just scaring me to death. So we thought, we're just really gonna buckle down on this. I went and had my lab work done last Wednesday, and that's the reason I'm here tonight. I told my wife that I needed to see the proof first. So that number that is it was astronomical, is down from 100. It kind of went down a little bit. I'm only 3 points away from it being normal. I mean, 55 is normal at 58. And the doctor said that's not going to happen, but it did. I'm feeling as good as I've felt in years. I think that's all I got. It's absolutely worked for me.
Benjamin, we love your story and are so happy for you. Thank you for sharing. I know that wasn't easy. And raise your hands here if you or somebody you love has gone through this journey. everybody has been there, and it's so scary. And when you hear from somebody that you look up to and trust that there's no hope, what does that do to your mindset? And we all know the placebo effect. We all know the power of mindset. To be told there's no hope is so discouraging. So for you to give this a chance and trust your wife, and for you to listen to your friend Racy, who cared so much that she came up to you, despite how skeptical you were and how she was probably confident that you would say no, but she cared enough that she shared anyways. And your story is just, it gives a lot of hope to those who are in similar situations. And we're really, really happy for you. We appreciate it so much. Here's a very somber statistic. In this country, 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women will get cancer. That's crazy. But we live in the most toxic system. We're inundated with toxicity, and we were never meant to deal with the stress and toxicity that we deal with. So this has been such a great way for so many here to have the nutritional support that we need to keep our immune system strong, because there's no magic pill. There's no magic drug. We just have to be proactive and support our own God-given immune system and trust the process and allow it to do what we were designed to do, which is to get better. And the more proactive we are, the sooner we act, the better our results are going to be. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing. These testimonials have been so powerful. And Gabriella, I know that you're over the moon with this testimonial. I heard this already on your social media. Thank you for sharing. You're going to impact a lot of lives. Thank you. Okay, we're going to wrap it up with Joe Allison, my friend John McLaughlin, and then Nicole Rice, please. Joe, if you want to unmute, you can share your short and sweet testimonial. Is your hand still up to share? Okay, perfect.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say, Ben, you and your family are in my prayers always. Thank you. I see someone else to include in my prayers as well, and everyone else. I went to a dermatologist. It'll be 3 months next month, and he told me what to take and get. And I took pictures because I do have anticoagulant lupus. He said it's the lupus at the bottom of it, but it's called traction alopecia. And I took pictures, and let me tell you, I see hair. You know, I mean, I'm like, wait, is this really so? Another point, if you don't want to lose weight, don't do two shakes after for your maintenance. Okay, I was losing weight. I called the Linda. I said, the Linda, I don't like this. And then we continued talking, and I said, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing 2 shakes. So no, don't do that. Okay, and my skin is better. Friday, I live on the 2nd floor, and I was at the bottom of the steps. I said, you know what? Let me see if I can run up the steps and see how out of breath I am. Huh? Okay. So I ran up the steps, and I got to the 2nd floor, and I stepped up, and I kept on walking. I'm like, oh, okay. So my fibromyalgia pain is not as bad. So it's good. As I said, I'm not disappointed.
Beautiful, Joe. Thank you for sharing. That's wonderful. More and more friends are showing up with lupus, but then like yourself, taking, active measures in the right direction and getting it under control. So thank you for sharing that with you. We're happy that you're able to go up the stairs. Happy that your alopecia, you're having results. Fantastic. Keep up the good work, my friend. All right, John, please.
Yes, I know I was talking to you earlier before the meeting. I did say that I'm having an operation on my lower back, but my upper back, the inflammation, and also in my knees, the everyday grind pain that I have, that has subsided. And also, the young lady earlier mentioned about her wedding ring. A couple anniversaries ago, I got my wedding ring enlarged. Now it comes right off. I got to be careful. I'm driving. I felt my ring sliding up my finger. And with the gentleman with the suits, you've seen a picture of me and my wife at the memorial. I was a large man then. Them suits, I had to go find a belt in my closet from years ago. that would actually fit. And I was shocked that it wasn't right at the end. It was like 4 loops in. So I was very shocked. So this does work. And anybody who's listening, seriously, it helps immensely. I'm not in as much pain as I usually am. The pain that I'm in is from a surgery that I had in the past. It's causing me problems. So that's going to get worked on, and you're just going to see me move forward. So thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. The suits being too baggy, the ring being too baggy, these are called quality problems. You're going in the right direction. Keep up the good work. All right, we're going to wrap it up. This Zoom has been beautiful. These shares have been exceptional. We're going to wrap it up with our friend Nicole Rice, please.
Hi. Okay, so I'm 70 days in, so that makes me super happy because I've had been through me, so now I'm never gonna get through this. Anyway, oh shoot. So anyway, so starting with Lyme, gosh darn it. 20 years ago, okay, getting Lyme, and then you have horrible insomnia, horrible pain, severe depression, insomnia. I said that. Anyway, getting it together. Okay. And highs and lows dealing with it. And in the last year and a half, it just got really, really bad. And when you struggle all day and then knowing when you go to bed, you're not going to sleep, it's really frustrating. And when you're a mother and your mood affects the entire house, you just want to be better. So this summer saw Amy's stuff that she was posting and decided I have nothing to lose. I'll just try it. And within 2 weeks, I just could notice a difference in my mood. And I was like, is that happiness? And gosh, I haven't felt that in a long time. And then sleep started getting better. Anyway, I'm going to fast forward. 70 days in. So I have, I'm super happy, by the way. So 70 days in, and I'm like, asked Jim the other day, I said, hey, what have you noticed, like the huge difference, between me? Because I am like running around like crazy. I talk to people. I feel like a brand new person. And I'm sleeping. It's a month off my anxiety meds because I had to literally sedate myself to go to sleep. I'm not on that anymore and functioning fine. And he said, you're not saying, please let me go. Because I would say that all the time during the night, if I could have permission to go, because I held on for family, for my kids and husband. So it's so nice not to burden my family with how horrible I felt. And the mood is lighter in our house. The kids are happy. They're happy for me. So anyway, sorry, I cried. That's it.
Nicole, your story is so beautiful and so touching. Crying is part of the healing process. You have to let it go. There is a saying, emotions buried alive never die. And if we don't cry on the outside, our body is crying on the inside, which causes more inflammation. So don't be afraid to cry. It sometimes gives others permission to cry who have been holding back as well. And it is like, I like to think of it as a valve, like releasing some pressure from the valve so you don't explode. We really do have to feel those feelings. And too many of us are holding on to them, aren't we? Stuffing them down, getting through the day, doing what you got to do, keep a smile on your face. But feel the feelings. When you're in the shower, cry. When you're going to bed at night, cry. Just cry it all out. Pray everything that you're sad about, stressed about, angry about, regret, all the feelings. Just pray and get it out. Journal and get it out. Feel them. Everybody is struggling. Everybody is going through something. Even if their life looks perfect, they are going through intense challenges. So thank you so much for being vulnerable. It would have been a lot easier for you to keep quiet and keep your camera off, but you shared with us. And a lot of friends here resonate. I can see it in their faces with what you're going through. They themselves or ones that they love very much. So we really, really appreciate you sharing, and everyone here. Thank you so much for sharing your personal journey with us. I think it's so beautiful that we can get together every week and inspire each other and motivate each other to just keep going one day at a time, right? It's all about baby steps. We've been in this journey for a long time, and now we're getting on the other side. We're motivating, we're encouraging each other, and we appreciate each other. Everybody here is family, truly. And we're just so blessed to have each other and to have something that can help us just feel better.